Greetings and salutations, how's everybody doing? So this time, we're back to talking about a film about ants. In this case, the film Empire of the Ants. It was based on a H.G. Wells story. The film follows a group of prospective land buyers led by a land developer, in which basically they are going up against large mutated ants who have mutated because of some chemical that has caused them to grow to gigantic shapes and to a gigantic shape, and giving them a large sense of like a taste of it and all that. So this was a film from the 1970s. I always like it when we talk about films from the 1970s. They're always fun to look at. This one I thought was something else. In that, like, say, yes, you have a large group of characters that are, like, say, okay, so we're going to an island to, discover a island because, you have this you're having, like, say, a group that is going to try to get to the island and all that.
Where the hell are those two guys that you hired?
I suppose they finished their work and they left.
Left? Well, you can tell them that they're fired. And speaking of that, why don't you try a little of that old world charm that you're so famous for on our guests?
And all that. I do how, like, out at the beginning of the film, like, the film discuss, like, say, how ants communicate with each other. And, yeah, like, say, the thing that makes this film rather interesting is that the film has a wide range of characters who all have a sense of personality. And, like, once they get to the island and they're all just, like, saying, yeah, sure, like, whatever, like, we're all here now, And I do have to say that the character of Marilyn Fraser, who is the land developer, she is one of those characters that is just so annoying that it's, like, say, like, whenever, like, say, like, okay, can she be the first one that gets taken by the ants?
Miles through that jungle?
Oh, no, we're going to stay right here until help comes.
What the hell is that going to be, Marilyn?
Look, as soon as they know that we're missing, they'll send a search party. I am not going to leave Dreamland Shores.
You can stay here and you can be buried on Dreamland Shores. That fire goes out, I'm going to be someplace else.
Because I think that like, if you grew up with the film, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and you remember the character of Auntie, where, like, say, the kids who are protected by a giant ant. If you thought, like, say, yeah, like, the scorpion sequence with them and the ants was, like, scary. This one you might find creepy, because, like, say, the sequence in which we first discover the ants and how large they are, they attack an older couple. And I'm gonna also say, one thing they do is they have a bug vision, like they were to have, which makes me think, okay, are they ants, or are they bees because they always think that they're doing makes me think of bees. Yeah, you also have like say some moments like when all the characters like say like you have like say some characters like say okay like some characters are like have been there because like, they are trying to start a whole new and all that. And I kind of like say when like say at first like say some folks are just like say hey I can use this to advantages and all that. Not like say once they discovered the spiders, not when they discovered the ants and all that. Like say like folks are gonna say like now
We're gonna be good friends. Oh, oh, shit. Oh, oh.
and all that. But the way that the ant that you see sequences of the ants, like say they look really good. It looks like say even though like say the ants are pretty big, it makes you think say the actors are behind or in front of or behind a very big matte painting in which like say yes the ants are huge, especially like, say in sequences like say like the older couple like say they end up running away and they are trying to get away from the ants and they are just hiding in a shed and all that. Say they have moments like say when the ants are attacking the boat. They are attacking the boat because like say, like say yeah they don't like fire. At the same time, they also don't really like the water as well. Like when because it rains at one point. But I do have to say like the character of Marilyn, whenever like say she's trying to say like say you don't need to listen to me. We're staying right here. They like say, eh, we're not. So they decide to go off on way to their area. Because every so often she decides to run away. The ants go saying, "Ooh, yay!" And she goes, "Ah!" But eventually, the folks are able to get to a like a community and all that from an elderly couple that helps them out because the ants have taken over a small town thanks to the help of the queen ant because the community is basically just like say no 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 we are not going to stop you're going to stop right there and all that and they are able to be the ants are able to like say okay what they do is they have a pheromone that they use to say hey humans don't do this and all that which help makes I kind of like the idea of like say when they have folks are in the box that they are like say they get sprayed with the ants pheromone and yeah the film has a great sense of depth when it comes to like say the use of matte painting to give it a good sense of depth for the when the ants are in like say a area and they say trying to make the for the the people that are in this sequence look smaller compared to the ants that are trying to be bigger. So overall, I thought this was a fairly interesting film. I'm sorry, I've been a bit tired, so see ya.